Hey, how you doing? I am Unknown Emperor. If you know me, you know me. If you don't know me, get to know me. And even when you know me, you don't know me. That's why I'm unknown. I'm always gonna be unknown to you. And I appreciate you for tuning in. If you're tuning in, you already see what the title of this video is. This is my personal WWE Mount Rushmore. Now you know what a Mount Rushmore is. It's your top four in that class, in that category, in that thing that you're talking about. The four, that's the cream of the crop. Spoiler warning, disclaimer, closed captioning, all that. This is my personal four Mount Rushmore. This ain't even my four favorite wrestlers. Like, this is who I believe is on that Mount Rushmore for WWE. Now, you gonna have your four, and if you want to put your four, you're more than welcome to put it in the comments down below. I have no quarrels or qualms with you putting your Mount Rushmore in the comments below. But what I will not tolerate is disrespect to me or anybody's opinion on this channel. So, I mean, because this is an open space. I'll be open to your opinions, be open to mine, and anybody else who sees the comment. But this is my personal Mount Rushmore for WWE. And the list gets started with the legend killer Randy Orton. Yes, I have Randy Orton on my Mount Rushmore. He is the legend killer. He's the apex predator. He is the viper. Is he the greatest heel of all time? Is he? Now, we can have that conversation. We can make a video about it. But that legend killer Randy Orton as the heel, the one that DDT'd Stephanie McMahon, the one that was punting everybody to high heavens, that Randy Orton, your 14-time world champion Randy Orton, the Grand Slam champion Randy Orton, 2-time Royal Rumble winner Randy Orton, he is still to this day the youngest WWE champion. Like, he's the youngest person. He was the youngest person to ever win the WWE championship at the age of 24. And that still holds to this day. To this day. And he's a third generation superstar. To me, he has had two of the greatest feuds in WWE history. Like, if you have a top 50 feuds, his feud with Triple H is one, and his feud with John Cena is one, to me. But I do have him on the Mount Rushmore because I feel as though he's probably one of, if not the greatest heel in WWE. Through the history of WWE, he has been going strong for 2 decades. Third generation superstar. He's influenced a lot. You don't hear him putting nobody down in the right back. You don't hear him putting nobody down in the locker room. If you hear him speak, he's very, I mean, he don't like being bothered. Like, you know, the stories where fans kind of trying to fuck him over and talk to him and shit. Like, yeah, like, I understand. Like, some people don't like to be bothered, and some people be bothering. So, but Randy Orton, I'm gonna give you your flowers for your greatness. I have you. I know it's not anything probably to you, but an unknown guy got you on his Mount Rushmore. Randy Orton, Mount Rushmore. The second head that I would have on that Mount Rushmore is the Undertaker. Undertaker is on there solely for the respect and the dominance and the aura that he gave me through me growing up and watching wrestling. He had the streak of 21 wins in a row. It did get ended at 21-1. But up until that point, every time you saw Undertaker, you either got scared. He gave you emotions. You got scared. You got happy. Even when he was the badass Undertaker, when he was the Undertaker with Paul Bearer, when he first came on the scene with the purple gloves and the face paint, like not face paint, and he took a spooky gimmick in a world full of non-spooky people and made it what it was. He was dominant over 4 decades. He debuted in 1990, and I just saw him at WrestleMania giving the choke slam to The Rock. He has been dominant for 40 plus years. on the scene. On the scene. He is a seven-time world champion. He is a Hall of Famer. He was, and always will be a locker room leader. Even when he burst onto the scene, everybody can be like, hey, they went to Taker. Taker did this. Taker was the godfather in there. He was essentially Tom Brady to Bill Belichick. Vince McMahon, I know his name is taboo, but he was the one running it, so I can't really shy away from saying his name. Vince McMahon is Bill Belichick, or Robert Kraft with the massages, however you want to put it. And Undertaker would be Tom Brady, because you went to him, he was the leader. He said it, so it was law in the locker room, and people turned to him, and he had some of the greatest WrestleMania matches. Granted, on the other side of that was Shawn Michaels for 2 of them in a row, which was 2 of the best WrestleMania matches of all time, like through the 40 years of it. 2 of the best wrestling matches of all time. I can't forget the match he had with Batista, or the matches he had with Triple H, the match he had with Kane, WrestleMania where he had against Edge. It's a lot of these, but just based off of those alone, to me, on and off, like Undertaker, Mount Rushmore. Next, on that third head, I have a Mr. Funny story. High school, I was in class. I was talking during, I was sophomore. I was a sophomore in high school. And I was talking. Teacher didn't like me talking. And I like to sit by myself because we had assigned seats. But if it was a table by myself, I'd sit by myself. I wasn't really rocking with nobody, So I'd go in there, I'd sit in that seat. And we had a little back and forth, a little spat. And she was like, I don't respect her. And I was like, you don't get no respect. You have to earn it. And I was finna flip her off as I was walking out of class. But my instinct, it was like, don't flip her off. And then I ended up, instead of flipping off, and then I walked out the classroom. And then when I run into a couple people that was inside that class, they would be like, man, you remember when you hit the "you can't see me"? I was like, man, I was young, dumb, I forgot. Really, I remember. But John Cena is the third head on that Mount Rushmore. He is a 16-time world champion. He is a 2-time Royal Rumble winner. He is the face of the PG era. Like, when you think about WWE from 2000, he debuted in 2004. So I would say anywhere between 2007 to 2014, 15-ish. That little, matter of fact, I give it the whole 10 years. From 2004 to 2014, this man, John Cena, was running the WWE. Like, he was the face of WWE. Like, yeah, you still had people like The Rock on the tail end when the 2004, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Big Show, Triple H, Edge, Christian, Jeff, Matt Hardy, all that stuff. Like, you had people. And I ain't even naming all the people that you might think I should have named. You had these people, and John Cena was still the face. He introduced that spinner belt. That spinner belt is always going to be near and dear to me. That people say that's ugly, but that is one of the most beautiful belts that WWE has came up with. And besides him being the face of WWE for so long, he has made over 500 Make-A-Wish wishes come true. That means the Make-A-Wish kids, like as far as the wishes that they've had for John Cena, he has done over 500 of them since he's been able to do them. That is absurd. That is like the most of all time. So the work ethic that he has, I don't agree with his burying of some people throughout the years. He buried so many people. He uplifted some people, but I do appreciate the work that he put in on and off, in and out of the ring. It's John Cena. John Cena, like, you can't, it's like you can't have a top 10 without John Cena. It's kind of like that. So, but for me personally, he's on that Mount Rushmore. And last, but certainly not least, on my Mount Rushmore, you might be surprised, you might not be surprised, you might call it recency bias, you might not. Granted, like I'm telling you, I've been watching wrestling for like 20 years. 20 years. I've been watching wrestling for about 20 years. And the last head on my Mount Rushmore is that man, Roman Reigns, is the tribal chief. He just held the title for 1,316 days. He has just held in that title for over 3.5 years. He has been a part of 2 separate dominant factions with the Shield and with the Bloodline Alpha. He's still not done. He's dominated so much. He, within the past 3.5 years, elevated so many wrestlers to star status. And again, he's not done. Bloodline Beta is becoming stars under the path that Roman Reigns walked. Like he creating another generation of superstars while he's still a superstar. Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes. Like, that man Roman Reigns is a dog. Like, I have so much respect and admiration for that man. He don't know me, I don't know him, but Roman Reigns is a dog. No pun intended. Roman Reigns. He has the most Royal Rumble eliminations. Some people say he don't got a bag. That man has a bag. It's more than just a spear and a Superman punch. He has a bag. His shoe game be out of this world. You be seeing the kicks on this man. But he's been dominant. They tried to push him early in his career, much to the fans' chagrin. They booed him. They forced him. They tried to force feed him this, that, and the third. But to me, again, my list, this is how I'm feeling. He on that Mount Rushmore. He on that Mount Rushmore. It's a couple of other people I probably could have switched in and out personally for the effects, the influence and stuff that they had. People like Chris Jericho, people like Daniel Bryan, people like Stone Cold, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. Like, those are great people to put on some people Mount Rushmores. But this is mine. Roman Reigns, John Cena, Undertaker, Randy Orton. I could have put Jeff Hardy on there based off of the high flying that he did, throwing his body out to the world, like throwing his body out. He was one of the first daredevils, like one of the first. But those are my Mount Rushmore. You let me know what your Mount Rushmore is. You let me know the problems that you have with mine. Be respectful with it. But, you know, I'm open to criticism. I'm open for debate, and I'm open for conversation. So you let me know what you think about it. You let me know what you feel. Don't forget to like, share, comment. Don't forget to subscribe if you do. And then, you know, let me know what you're feeling. Watch my other videos. They nice. Like I said, I do more than wrestling. But this is my Mount Rushmore for WWE. You let me know other wrestling videos. I'm going to leave my handles down below. Follow me, you know, shout me out, you know, tag me and stuff. I'm all for it. I do appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed one.